Hello everyone, Gambit896 here with a book review for you guys. Today I'll be reviewing Brent Weeks' The Night Angel Trilogy, Book 1, The Way of Shadows. And just this cover alone is, if this doesn't entice you to sort of think, what's this book about, should I pick it up, should I read it, then I don't know what will, to be fair. And even the tagline is a bit enticing: the perfect killer has no friends, only targets. Overall, this was a fantastic read, and I'll tell you for why in this review. So the story follows our two main characters, Blint, who is a wet boy, which is kind of a he's kind of more than a common assassin. He's not to put it into context, like Wolverine is the best there is at what he does, and Blint is the best at what he does. So that's kind of the best way I can describe the character of Blint. And we also meet a character called Azoth, I believe is how you pronounce it, who's this young kid who is a member of a thieves guild, and you find out that things are quite tough for this kid, you know, growing up on the streets and having to steal to survive, and you know, to do things that are expected of him in order to be fed and clothed and have a place to sleep every night. And you find out that Azoth wants to be Blint's apprentice, which he eventually becomes. This book is told from a third-person perspective, and like I said, it's written by Brent Weeks. It's published by Orbit, as you can see from the bottom of the spine just there, and this was first released back in 2008. So anyway, to put kind of the wet boys and the assassins in this story into context, wet boys, like I say, they are the best of the best in terms of assassins. They are given targets called deaders, where if you turn out to be a deader, then you're going to be killed. You know, no qualms about it, no ifs, no ands, no buts. You know, you better hope that Blint or another of his fellow wet boys doesn't find you, because you're gonna die anyway. There's no qualms about it. And the wet boys live by this creed, or this motto, that life is meaningless. When we take a life, we take nothing of value. And it's kind of similar to the Assassin's Creed game creed, where they say that nothing is true, everything is permitted. And I couldn't help but think about that when I was reading this book. Definitely, if you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, I highly recommend you pick this book up. But anyway, the characters in this book, they're all three-dimensional, they're all likable or dislikable, and the chances are that if Brent Weeks wants you to like a character or dislike a character, then the chances are you will. You know, all the characters are very, they seem very real, with very human emotions and very human reasonings behind what they do. So there's quite an interesting cast of characters in this, and it's kind of similar to George R. R. Martin's characters, but I'll get onto that in another review. So, like I said, the characters are all really well written. They're very three-dimensional, and they're very relatable as well. And you find yourself rooting for Blint and Azoth as he becomes Blint's apprentice. So there's love, friendship, sex, betrayal, assassination, there's political intrigue, there's a lot of really interesting plot twists, some of which you really won't see coming at all. There's a bit of magic used in this, but it's used more as what they call talents, which are presented more as a tool for the wet boys to help them out with their deader assassinations, or their contracts. To give you an example of how good this book is, I literally found myself skipping sleep in order to be able to finish this book off. It's that engrossing, it's that fantastic of a read, and I highly recommend it to any fans of fantasy, any fans of Brent Weeks, or if you're thinking of getting into Brent Weeks, then this is a perfect starting point in my opinion to one of his trilogies, which he has two out at the moment. If you're interested in checking the other books out, I've got the complete Light Angel trilogy and the first book in his Lightbringer trilogy, the Black Prism, which you can see in my novel collection overview, which is another video on my channel. Overall, like I said, I highly recommend it to any fans of great storytelling, really interesting, relatable, three-dimensional characters, any fans of political intrigue, assassination, any fans of the Assassin's Creed game series, then I highly recommend you pick this up. And I'll put a link to this first volume, and I'll also put a link to the Night Angel trilogy box set as well. So if you guys want to check out that box set, there'll be a link in the description as well. So yeah, until next time guys, this has been Gambit896, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care guys.